Hello, Bertha. How you doing today? Hey, Gwen. How you doing? Hey, Jocelyn. How you doing? Hey, how y'all doing today? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I'm just sitting here, just ran across old girl live where she bought her mother a dryer. And that's a good gesture that she bought her mother a dryer and everything. But if you think going out buying somebody something is what you're gonna get praised about, no. Go make up with your child. Go listen to your child. Go apologize to your child. How can you sit over there and talk about your uncle who molested his daughter, and these same accusations is being put on you? But it did let me know that she is listening, because the same stuff that we telling her what we wouldn't allow our children to do, now you sitting over there saying that you wouldn't allow it. But how can you say you have to keep an eye on somebody? That's all this internet have been telling you. Keep an eye on your kids. Keep an eye on other people's children that come around your children. Then you got the nerve to sit there and say that you don't want your children to be influenced by nobody. What? People have to watch your children and make sure they don't influence them on doing nothing. You do not watch your children the way you trying to sit there and make your grandmother them think that you do. And you buying your grandmother a washer, I mean say a dryer, and you say that's what we should do is pay people who we use. Well, then you got a lot of people you need to be paying. You really have a lot of people you need to be paying. But that's, thank God that you admit that you used her for content. She repeated what she being told. And then to sit there, that's why she think that it's supposed to be so easy for her son to get over it. Because here she is buying gifts for the same people who's supposed to have protected her. Like if they just did a marvelous job raising her. I'm not saying don't buy your grandmother nothing, but don't sit there and act like that you had such a good raising, because I'm sure she got some kind of government assistance, because the type of person that she sit back and talk and you can hear, she didn't do it without getting nothing. That girl need prayer, and they all do. Family and denied. Yeah, it just, and to sit there and talk about get upset. I peeped in that video and had to stop watching it because lying about Rennie being around men. Didn't she just go down a slide with Nagy G? She ain't saying that in the membrane. And the alpha should be straight. I really don't understand it, because she's sitting up here and she said, Oh, you need to go tell aunt, I forgot the aunt name. You need to go tell her that you did it. Go admit that you did it. You need to do the same thing. How can you sit up here and give somebody else, that would have been a conversation I stayed clean away from. But you sit there and you had the nerve to talk about that situation and knowing the junk that's at hand with you. It just didn't make sense. Not the Aunt Linda, the what's her name? Died. Aunt Duck. Aunt Duck. Aunt Duck's son. But it just kills me because I know that what we are saying on this internet is not going in vain, because she listening, because she repeating some of the same thing that we are sitting here saying. So I know it ain't going in vain. But for you to openly have that conversation like that is really like a slap in your own son's face. You know, even though we may want to see justice and stuff, only thing her son want is her to acknowledge it. Acknowledge that you did me wrong. But she's so gun ho, she can't even do that because she's too busy trying to prove something to us. It's too busy wanting to be right in our eyesight. I never seen a woman who make her children live their life surrounded around her. Real mothers live their life surrounded around their children. Talking about you can't, she know her family don't like her. Don't look at Facebook and YouTube and can't. And then just it's just crazy the way that she sat there. Oh, and I got to be careful who I let come around my daughter be around, cause I gotta make sure they're gonna watch my child. I gotta make sure they're gonna do this and that. You want somebody to raise your children for you. You don't want nobody to help you. You want them to raise them. You want them to raise them while you go do whatever you want to, whether it's staying on this Facebook or sleeping with 7 or 8 men or partying. You want somebody to take your responsibility, but do it up under your house so it look like that you're doing it. That's what you want. Right. I hope it is not too late for that little girl. I hope and pray that it's not, but that's all we can do. You know, and you sit there and you're trying to get mad because Benny and your uncle Benny and his old lady talked about you coming over there eating their food and stuff, and you giving them money. You don't just come over there and give them money. You come over there and make a fool out of them for the money. You don't look out for them. They have to do something in order for you to give them anything. And that woman usually be cooking that's gonna feed 3 people. And when you come over there, you got 3 more kids with you, and they have to make that stretch when you got a lot of money. Yes, you have done brought food over there. But when you know that somebody ain't got much and they getting ready to eat, you need to leave. go get your children something to eat because you can afford it. I was just sitting up here listening to her talk about how her uncle molested his child and he went to jail and stuff. Oh, he should have went to jail, and so do you. If you violated your child, you should go too. But the first place you need to go is over there and apologize to your child. That child don't want you to go to jail. He just want to have a talk with you. He just wants you to admit to him that you violated him. And then once y'all do that, you can go get some counseling. But see, to get counseling is to say something wrong with you. And nobody want to think in their head that anything wrong with them. But all you have to do is look at everybody who agreeing with you and they not around or they out to get something. And everybody who's saying something wrong here, we're saying that because it ain't normal. But like you said, you from the street, you know this and that. So what we say abnormal is normal to you. Listening to a lot of your childhood story, it is normal. That's right. That's the only thing he need. He needs some closure. He knows she's not capable of giving him genuine love, but he it's more like he wanting her to admit that you didn't. Another thing, she was sitting up there saying, and I'm sorry for jumping right here. She was sitting up there saying that he got upset because them twins were born because he had all the clothes, he had all the outfits and the shoes and stuff. Heck, you can't even take credit for that. You told us he the one that stole them. So how can you say he got jealous over something that he was taking out the store? That's exactly what she is. She's a juvenile. She think that her outward appearance is what gonna put her in the definition of being a woman. She would never want to admit it. Oh, she gonna admit it one day. She gonna admit it one day. Have mercy. Yeah, she gonna admit it one day. We may not never hear it, but one thing about it, and one thing about it is, she gonna admit it. If it's while her body is up and well, or while her body is laying down, she gonna admit it. We may never know it, but the same thing that you trying to judge and measure your uncle with. Oh, he labeled as a sex defender. Is the same measurement need to be done to her. You know, we all have made some mistakes, but woman, the junk you have did is so unreal to it's pathetic. I lay in my bed thinking about that, and it's like, and even with me talking about it, y'all, it's like we taking on somebody else's burden. Do y'all feel like that? because this is really heavy on me. That's right. God can convict you till you have to come clean. This is this is real heavy on me. I laid it, like I said, I laid in my bed last night, and I couldn't do nothing but pray for Court. I prayed for her. I prayed for her other children. I even prayed for Jackie. You know, it's I know y'all get tired of me saying it's sad. It really is sad though. It is like it's nothing. Then I think that's what's bothered me more than anything, that she had the audacity to think that she's untouchable and ain't nothing gonna be done to her. You know, I I'm not saying I want to see you go to jail. I just want to see that you have to go talk to somebody about it. Somebody addressing you. Somebody addressing the matter, period. That lie she did when she was a child and over upset so much I can't eat when I'm saying that when my child's president in front of the I can't I can't understand how can you say that you out here celebrating and living your best life with your children when a part of your heart is out there and it's out there. How can you live when you got a part of you that's missing? I don't care how strong I have been to the point that I have told my children I'm gonna have to step back just so they can see what they doing is not right. But to point that I'm just gonna just step away, like if they it's crazy. It's crazy. My mother died when I was young. It's crazy to have a mother that's deceased, but it's even more crazy having a living mother and don't have a mother. That's sick. You're a living mother and still not a mother. You thinking buying them stuff, buying food, buying clothes, that's what make a mother. That's not what make a mother. You got it twisted. That's why you don't take your time and wash them clothes. You rather go out and buy more. Who go out and buy new clothes instead of going and wash them if they haven't grew out of them? She's actually telling on herself, making a mockery of this situation, or is she calling out for help? That's the whole big thing. She might is she calling out for help? This is too much. You gotta look at it that way too. Sometimes that's somebody cry out. Then everything you say that other people is making money out for you making money out for other people. You've been so you if you don't have drama, you don't have nothing going on. That's what your content is, drama. But she buy stuff they don't like. She buy what she like. It's no shame of her game, you said. Yeah, and you got some people that think it's okay because it ain't no shame in her game. Cause she's such an open book. You know, she tell you everything. No, she don't. Nobody tell everything. She don't know how to be a parent because of her mental state. Because of her mental state, she has convicted herself that she. And another thing, you sit up there and you get upset and you say that, oh, he learned how to manipulate that test. He learned how to pass it. So why you mad? If you looked it up and you didn't, why you mad? It's you want to point out, oh, he said that it was a boy to me. He lying, y'all, because on this test, he's saying that it was a man. Which one is? That's how you know he lied. No, that's how you know he lied to you. He told the truth to the test. That's how you know he lied to you. That don't mean he lied concerning the matter. He just lied to you. But you sit there and you down something, the very same thing that you ran out and you didn't take it one time. You don't took this test 3 times, 2 times on the same situation, and the other time, rest in peace, Keisha T, with her. You stood proudly when you took that test. You had nothing bad to say about it. The same energy you had then, you need to have it when you fail. Could also upset him, man. He performed when he was 6 years old. And what? Yeah, I know. Okay, let's see that. Okay, because of her trauma, her brain really was a snot right here. How she is incapable of feeling her passion, and then there's some instinct. That's the whole big thing. She have no mother instinct, none whatsoever. You know, she talking about how it's just she just so overwhelming with stuff, boy. I'm telling you, your brain can just flop off your head for the mess that she let go on, for the mess that Georgia let go on. Them social workers, you know, she should have been supervised longer with them. And if this has been going on ever since them children been small, that say a lot. That really say a lot. You're not. Ain't nobody got mad at you and just called DSS. You are really doing something out here that people see that them children is in the wrong care. Not even saying they really in the wrong care. Make her go through parenting classes. You know, it's crazy how you'll sit back and you say that you fast for a surgery, but you won't even make that much effort to do that for your family. That's just crazy to me. That part. yes, everyone feel them kids having it to the authority. She doesn't need to raise kids until she get it together. Sadly, blaming everyone else, and that I ain't never in my whole life seen nothing like it. To the point that even what's going on with her children, but you got people sitting here saying that she's such a good mother until they fall out with her. Okay, once they fall out with her, everything that ever been said about her, now y'all want to preach it like it's the gospel. The gospel don't change just because your situation with someone have changed. You know, you should have been calling her out from the jump. You got somebody on here saying they not friends no more, but you sitting up here calling everybody else all these names and stuff, and you can't believe people acting like this, but you sit up under the main person and you couldn't see all that in that person. But now you can see it. Man, but I just wanted to come on here and just, y'all know, I just come in and just drop a little bit and then I leave. But I just wanted to, because I saw that video, and to sit there and you sitting there talking about a child that got molested, and the thing about it is you talking with good sense. That's the whole big thing. If I wouldn't have been watching it, I would have swore this was somebody else that was speaking this stuff. Because the person that was speaking, they will make it right in their own life. But that's how bold and cocky you are. That you think that, okay, I can give my opinion with this. You can't get upset because people giving their opinion towards you, because you darn near did the same thing. You can't get upset. Yeah, I hope and pray that God have mercy on her. You know, I hope and pray that when, because everybody not the same. She can't judge her strength, which she didn't have none. Just because you swept it up under the rug of the things that happened towards you, and you didn't press no charges and stuff, don't make the next person weak and make you strong. The strong person gonna make a person, gonna look a person in the eye and say, why you did me like this? They strong enough to stand up to the same person that hurted them. So when you think that he weak because he didn't forgive you so easy, it's not that he weak, baby. He's strong. And he wants you to look him in his face and tell him why you hurted him when you should have been the one that was protecting him. I thank everybody for their time. I'm getting ready to go. God bless y'all. Have a good evening. Talk to y'all later.